Hola amigos, welcome to The Surfer's Edge, a guide to conceptual surfing. I am the author, and this is available on my website. It's at www.zinkoscosurfs.com. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a bunch of little episodes, short videos, that I'm going to put up on my YouTube channel. And what these are going to be is they're going to be pieces and parts from the book, but it's going to be incorporated with today's current events. So I wrote this book with 35, 40 years of experience and situations that have happened to me throughout my life of surfing. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to incorporate real life experiences that happened today. Not today per se, but today as in recently. Maybe last week, maybe 2 days ago, maybe a month ago. But it's all going to be real life situations that I have recently experienced in my surfing community in New England. So, obviously, it's summertime, so we're filled with small waves and, all this right now. However, as the summer goes on, we have hurricane season, and then we have the fall, which is, obviously much more intense hurricane season for us up here in New England. So when that time happens, I'm probably going to get a lot more into forecasting of the hurricane swells and how those are going to project out and be able to, follow those and track those for 4 or 5 days before they make landfall up here in New England to us. So that one is going to be a little bit more exciting, a little bit more in depth, in my opinion, because I find forecasting to be a really cool challenge to be able to, see how right you can get or how close to accuracy you can get. It's a lot of fun to play around with. And if you've not picked up my book yet, or you've not ordered your copy, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about in regards to the forecasting and everything else, and challenging and being fun and exciting. So get the book, and you'll be able to follow along with each one of these episodes, and they'll make a lot more sense to you. In the back of the book, there's, I think, 8 pages or 10 pages that is just for notes. So things that I talk about in each one of the episodes, you can go back through and you can add notes for each one of the chapters to help yourself develop and progress in surfing. This is not a series of episodes, if you will, that's going to be me just sitting here and, blah, 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 read from the book. No, you can read the book yourself. That's not what this is about. This is about me explaining each one of the chapters or portions of the chapters in greater detail and combining it with real life today's experiences. And I think that having real time, real information to help you can bring things into perspective and maybe clear things up a little bit. This is also a form so that you can actually email me directly with questions. Maybe you've read the book. Maybe you've read a chapter of the book from, maybe a friend or a buddy has had a copy of the book and you were reading one of the chapters and you had questions. By all means, email me and I will answer your questions publicly on one of, the next episode I do. And then also, in addition, so those of you who don't know, I'm a shaper. I build boards. There's 2 of my kind of first boards I built. And what I'm going to do is I'm also going to incorporate and kind of splash in some things that are not in the book, some things that are a little bit more detailed about board construction, about choosing your boards. That is in the book, is choosing your boards and how to buy the right board for yourself. And that's definitely going to be an episode. However, I'm going to expand on it, and I'm probably going to have some examples with surfboard blanks and glassing materials, and I'll show people how a surfboard is shaped and how it comes into, the design phase of rail design and bottom contours and, tail designs. And, am I putting on, a single concave, a double concave? Am I, putting a 2+1 setup? Am I putting a thrust or a quad? There's all these different variations that come into play. And I'll be able to explain that in a lot more detail. I'll actually go out into my shaping bay and we'll lay everything out. I'll get my my tripod up and be able to show you shaping a board and how it all design process comes to play. But that's a little bit more advanced. but those are going to be sprinkled in this video series. So there again, thank you for coming and watching this. I hope you learned something. If anything seems confusing or is not clear, please email me. I'm going to put the email up at the end of this, but my email address is zenkoscosurfs@gmail.com. And the book, you can order the book from my website, which is zenkoscosurfs.com. And also, we have these here. These are the Surfer Z kits. These are like your little emergency kit for surfers. Fits in the glove box, fits in the gear tub, and it has all that stuff that we surfers typically forget every time we go to the beach. I don't know how many times. I mean, I have 35 years. I don't know how many times I've gone to the beach and walked around parking lots begging people for wax, or a fin screw, because I left my screws, or I took my screws out and left them at home, or the fin key, the screw key. I've bought hundreds of those over the years, and somehow I just managed to lose them. So either I'm the most forgetful surfer on the planet, or everybody else is like me and they just suck it up and deal with it. But there's all kinds of things. There's 22 different items in the kit, and it's in the little zippered pouch is water resistant. I've actually tested this. So I left one of these kits, which has a bar of wax in it, which typically is going to melt at anything over 90 degrees. I left this in my truck, not in the glove box. It was where the drink holders, in the drink holder in the center console. So it was exposed to sunlight, and it was a heat wave that we had, and I left it in my truck directly in the sunlight for 3 days when it was over 98 degrees, outside air temperature, 98 degrees. My truck was probably in the realm of 130 to 140 degrees inside the cab of the truck with the windows up. And when I pulled out the wax and checked it, the bar of wax, it was in the exact same shape as when I put it in there. It was amazing. It didn't change shape. It didn't melt. I thought it was going to be just a ball of melted wax, and it wasn't. So the kit does its job, keeps everything protected, and makes it available so that when you need it, it's there. I got spare leash loops in here. There's sunscreen packets. There's lip balm. There's the fin screws that we always lose. Longboard fin plate screw. Got a fin key that fits everything. And one of the most important things is these. I know they don't seem like much. These are rail ding or board ding decals. So they're clear and they go on and they're rubberized. So with the heat of the expansion and contraction of the daily temperatures on your board, believe it or not, most people don't understand that, but your board is going to swell up and is going to shrink down based upon temperature. Just a very slight movement. If you use regular like duct tape or anything like that, it won't keep the water out. The seal gets broken once the board expands and contracts back down. The seal gets broken. With this, because it's rubberized, but it looks just like regular clear tape, it swells and expands and contracts with the heat and with the board. So it'll stay sealed up. I have one of these ding stickers on a board that I've used in the winter as well as in the summer without repairing the ding, and it's still completely watertight and intact. So it comes with these, which to me are lifesavers. I've used these I don't know how many times already. I actually have gone through this kit. I think I've gone through 2 of these in my own vehicle just because there again, I forget everything. But there's all kinds of stuff in here. And it's just everybody I know that's got these is, they love them because they've already had to use them. They didn't think they were going to need to use them, but they're already using them. So these are also available on my website. The Surfer Z kit, they come in multiple colors, so don't be shy. I'm just using the orange one for now. But these are lifesavers. Lifesavers. I cannot explicitly say that enough. And like I said, I'll plug the book again. The book is great. If you have been surfing for a week, for a day, or for a year, or for 2 years, and you're struggling with understanding the ocean, reading the ocean, knowing when to surf, when not to surf, knowing what gear to buy, what not to buy, you know, how to keep your stuff in good working condition, you know, and how to understand the surf cultures and the surf communities that we play in. That's huge. It takes years to learn that stuff, but it's all in here. It's all in here. And it's not giving you the answers. It's not an encyclopedia to surfing. This is just to scratch the surface. It's to plant the seed, to make you understand that there's something there that you need to read and expand upon. And that's what this does. It challenges you and makes you think outside the box. It makes you think, I've been doing this wrong the whole time, but I don't know why. And this will help you to open up and unlock those secrets of why you've been doing things the wrong way and not progressing. This is not going to teach you how to stand up. It's not going to teach you how to, paddle. It's not going to teach you any of that. This teaches you all those little finer points of surfing, all the cultural differences that we have in surfing. And it's gonna allow you to make more enjoyable sessions and more progressive sessions, so that you don't spend 3 years trying to learn how to stand up on a surfboard. There is nothing more aggravating than that. So, again, buy this off my website. The Z Kit comes off the website. So, again, thank you for watching. And please share with your friends, your family, anybody that surfs. This is not about making money or being popular or creating a brand or anything like that. This is, I want to make the surf breaks and the spots that we all congregate together when the swell gets good and the surf gets better. We need to be safe. We need to have places where everybody is working from the same playbook. And this will take you to that point. So please grab a copy of it. I think I only got it for $20 up on the website, free shipping. So let me know if you have any questions. All right. Thanks again for watching. Look for the other episodes. And until then, make sure you're out in the water, getting plenty of waves, plenty of sunshine. All right. Getting all that vitamin D in you. All right. We'll see you. Be good. Be safe.